Morning, guys. Yeah, the worst ever mass shooting in American history. Just to consider that is scary, isn't it? Considering, we hear about these things all too often, and yet never before have 49 people been murdered in the one incident, 50 dead if you include the gunman, 53 people shot in addition to that. The latest update from Orlando PD is that the initial observations of doctors at the hospital there is that all 53 of those wounded look likely to pull through. So if that's the case, that'd be one sort of piece of positive news in what has been just an awful incident. I was at the scene today, guys, and it's usually a really sort of social area. There's a nightclub, which is the real centre for the LGBT community down there. There's a lot of restaurants around, a lot of fast food outlets, but today it was just so quiet. And a couple of strides away from me was a guy who you may have seen on some of the news vision. His name's Chris Hansen. He's a big guy in his mid-20s, and he was in the nightclub when the shooting began. Crawled out on his hands and knees to get out of there and save his own life, but then returned to help carry bodies from the nightclub to waiting paramedics to give him a chance of surviving. Here's what he told Mix about what happened inside that nightclub.
So when you realize that the bang, bang, bang is not the music, and you see the bodies dropping, and you see everything going, and the blood going, that it's real, and the reality of it is just terrifying.
Yeah, and Seb, we've been talking about the fact that people are just having a good time. They're just partying. They didn't differentiate between the music and the gunshots to start with.
Yeah, isn't that just unfathomable? And, one of the sort of difficult issues that has emerged, guys, is Chris was telling me how he wants to be able to give blood. He wants to be able to help his friends who are wounded and are in need of donated blood. But the regulations in America actually mean that gay men are not able to give blood. Here's what he had to say about that issue.
An average active individual who is not gay can just go and do what they want at a nightclub, and then the next day go and donate blood. It's okay because they're straight, or because they're not gay, or they don't have sex with men. It's very challenging to accept that we're allowed to do that. It's just it's not right.
Seb, on that, is the whole issue dividing the community or bringing them together? There's been some disgusting comments around the planet that just don't bear repeating. But obviously, this being a hate crime, are people coming together, or is it just making it worse?
Look, there's been some fabulous signs of support. I've been in San Francisco a fair bit this week for the basketball finals, and they've got an area in that city called the Castro District, which is sort of quite famous for being a bit of a centre for the LGBT community, and there was a big vigil there. There's been vigils in New York and also in Orlando itself. And, a lot of the people who were coming down to the scene today in Orlando and near the Pulse nightclub were locals or survivors, I think, who were just trying to see it for themselves and actually, convince themselves that it was real, that this had actually happened. But all of them had a sort of resolve about them. They said, there was one man who said to me, of the gunman, his message won't win, his message will make us stronger. And that was really affirming.
Seb, obviously the presumptive nominees are being asked for their opinion on this, and Trump's been very vocal. Is his words being met with support, repulsion, or a bit of both?
Yeah, look, it's really divisive, this presidential campaign, and I think you've hit the nail on the head with the latter. His strong supporters are right on him. The other side, is pointing out that this is not the time to have that sort of debate. But another one of the issues here. About 2 weeks ago, Barack Obama did a town hall meeting where he identified that there was a loophole in gun laws where you could be on a terrorist watch list being looked at by the FBI, and yet that wouldn't disqualify you from purchasing a firearm. Well, here we have a situation where the gunman in this incident was twice investigated by the FBI, and yet there was nothing to stop him from walking into a shop a few days ago and purchasing the weapons that he would ultimately use to murder 49 other people.
That's crazy.
And I think a lot of people are just staggered by that. To go back to that previous point, here we have a situation where a man suspected of having radicalised links can buy a gun, but a gay man can't donate blood to help out his mate.
Yeah, strange world, and a lot of praise right at this point in time for John Howard 20 years ago, post-Port Arthur with the gun control. He stood up in front of farmers and people who wanted to hold their guns and had the courage to make some changes in our country.
Absolutely, and you do think of that. You also think about good on all the Australians that took part in that, because that was the sort of unity that is really needed in the wake of tragedy like Port Arthur and like this now in Orlando. And you'd love to see, not everybody was part of the buyback, but so many people were. And you'd love to see that sort of unity again win out here and finally see some change.
Hey, Seb, thanks for your time this morning, mate. We'll talk to you again soon.